Hey everybody, Ryan McCaffrey with IGN here. I'm joined by fellow Officiovolvo.
No. Wrap it up. That's it. The video's over.
Vincent Chinito. Vincent, it's good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you as always, Ryan.
So we just got a chance to play all of Evolve. Finally,
Everything.
no more hidden things. All the reveals are out. Let's start with the third monster. I want to cover the third monster, Wraith, the single-player game. In fact, yes, you can play this game by yourself.
Yep.
And just now that we've really, the cat's out of the bag, just how we're feeling about the game as a whole. So let's start with the Wraith. You got a chance to play, as did I. What did you think of this third monster that's been kept under wraps for so long?
I think Wraith is wild. She totally plays to my style. It is a she.
Yes.
She's a she. They made it very
Part
clear.
of the development team.
Yes, yes. Clever. She's a clever girl. She's definitely designed to be played that way too. Like, she's all about the stealth, misdirection, and a really tactical approach. Like, whereas with, say, Goliath, you're kind of just brute force, browbeating guys and getting in their face. When I played Goliath, I always tried to play stealthy, which can kind of work, but she's just made for it. She has abilities where she can set down a decoy and go invisible. So, and that decoy does all of her attacks. It does damage. So you can really
super useful.
Super useful. You can
quick
chip away on
cooldown
them.
meter too.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you do the. I felt like going with the reduced cooldown on her abilities was perfect because you could just constantly.
Spam it.
Yeah, you can just spam it. You can just do it, get out of dodge, wait while they're fighting your copy, and then just do it again after hiding for a while. They never know which way you're coming from. You're just whittling them away.
Did you have a lot of success as Wraith?
Oh, I had a lot of successes as Wraith. Actually,
Not to brag or anything.
not to brag or anything, but they put me against, after I played a couple of warm-up games in single player, they put me up against the dev team. Like, well, 3 of the 4 players on the other side were the dev team, and in 2 consecutive hunts, I just mopped the floor with them.
Now, did you have? See, I wasn't really able to get a good feel for the abduction attack.
Oh.
Where you can, so you target, you hold the button down, and it sort of puts up an aiming reticle, and then if you can line it up on a person from way far away, just line of sight's all you need from however far away, you'll teleport in, grab that person, that hunter, and then take them back to where you started from. I just kept coming up just short. I'd like come up to the rock they're standing on or something. So were you having any better luck with that?
I was, but it is tricky. It is meant to be a skill shot. You know, all the monsters have a skill shot. You know, Goliath has rock throw, and Kraken has the big like electric, like area of effect attack.
Yeah.
So it's meant to be a skill shot. It is tricky, but it's totally worth it because especially if you can abduct from an angle, the medic from an angle where the rest of the team won't have shots on you, you just abduct them and then crouch and then pounce, and they're done.
Stealth attack.
There's nothing they can do
Yeah.
because they're going to be trapped behind line of sight where none of their friends can like fire at you. And then you can also do the tricky thing you can do is Supernova. Supernova creates like that area of effect around you.
So it's like a spinning blades attack. Almost,
Basically,
right?
it creates an arena around you in which you're pure energy and you just attack way faster and do way more damage. And so if you set up Supernova, you just use Supernova and then abduct someone into the Supernova, and it's just like they're gonna die.
For you, rank them. Rank the 3 monsters in order of preference. Wraith, Goliath, Kraken.
You just named it. For me, it's Wraith, Goliath, Kraken, because that's just what plays to my playstyle. I wanna sneak around, stay really low profile, make an escape when I need to. And Kraken, despite the fact that he can fly, is actually probably the worst of the 3 at escaping. And disengaging.
Slow.
He's slow, and his mobility is to fly.
Right.
But flying, as much as it allows him to avoid obstacles on the ground, it makes him so easy to see and so easy to track.
That's true.
So.
That's true. Now, how about the fact that, did you play any single player?
Yes.
What did you think of finally being able to play this game by yourself? What did you think of the AI? Did you enjoy it by yourself?
Yeah, I did actually enjoy playing it by myself. There's a couple of cool things about playing solo that I thought was really well thought out. Now, there's a whole progression system where you have to unlock all the monsters, you have to unlock all the hunters beyond the first ones.
Which is kind of a bummer, actually.
It is kind of a bummer.
Frankly.
No, I totally agree.
I just want to play these cool, awesome things that are in here.
Right. No, totally with you. But the fighting game guy in me is less saying, oh God, I really want to play with that character. It's more that I want to know how to fight that character. But they have a feature in there that's perfect for that. Even if when you go into a single player game, you set up a single player game, even if you can actually choose the entire team composition of the other, even if you want to play monster, and I want to practice against hunters I haven't unlocked yet, I can actually set the computer to play those characters even though I haven't unlocked them, and vice versa too. If I want to be the hunters and I want to get, hey, I keep getting messed up by Wraiths online, like how do I fight Wraith effectively? I haven't unlocked her yet, but I can fight against her in single player.
Yeah, I like that too, because like as monster, I have a hell of a time against any team that can use Lazarus really well. Lazarus is the medic that can revive people from the dead. So I'd get people down and then think, okay, well, here we go, and then they're just all back up again. So you can practice against figuring out ways to defeat them.
Yeah, I think that's super, super smart. And the AI, I mean, you know, maybe they don't act exactly the way a human would, but for sure, they put on a good enough fight that you feel challenged. Like if you're trying to play the hunters, especially if you're going solo and you're trying to hot swap between all the hunters.
Yeah, you can jump to anyone you want, which is cool.
Which is really good. But even if you orchestrate really well, the enemy monsters can be tough, and vice versa. You will learn just how synergistic a particular makeup of hunters can be just by playing the monster and playing against the AI, because you will see them time all of their abilities perfectly and use them in tandem really, really well.
Yeah, I did single player as Wraith just to get a feel for Wraith, and I got, first of all, I lost my first 2 rounds.
Yeah, me too.
So so this AI has something to it, that this is good. And like there were a couple times where I was engaged in battle and thought, okay, maybe I should try to get out of here now. And like as I was having that thought, the AI team threw down the dome shield on me. So I was like, well, okay, I guess I won't be getting out now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, we both had this experience, it sounds like. I just said I won 2 hunts, just, you know, not that I'm bragging too much, but I stomped a team of that, 3 of which were the devs, twice in a row in Hunt. But just before that, I lost 3 straight to the AI.
Yeah. I was told, I don't know if this is true, I heard a rumor that at our media event that they had the Hunter AI dialed down a little too. I don't know if that's true.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true. Sorry, so now that finally, Vince, now that we've finally seen all this game, it was announced at the beginning of the year, super exciting. We've seen it a number of times along the way now. I think we've played it probably on 5 or 6 different occasions. What do you think of the game? I mean, you know, a lot of people are concerned, there doesn't seem like there's very much to this game. I'm going to get bored of it really fast. What do you think?
I mean, to me, the amount of depth that's baked into the game is really, really impressive. And the problem is, take Titanfall. Titanfall, within 30 seconds of playing it, you get it. And it's fun, and you're having the fun that you're going to have with Titanfall. In fact, I would say, after playing the game for an hour, not that you've seen everything the game does.
Not at all.
Not at all, but the 30 seconds of fun of Titanfall is evident by the first hour or so. Even the first half hour you play, you get it. With Evolve, the first few matches I played, I remember when I first started, I didn't get it yet. I didn't understand all the nuances to the different wildlife and all the different map effects and the different creatures' abilities and how, you know, choosing when to power up what ability at what stage in the fight can matter, where you fight, when you fight. All these nuances that I really hadn't wrapped my head around yet, and I just kind of felt like I was, as the monster, just running away, and as the hunters, I was just running in circles looking for him. But once I figured out all the different nuances, and once that really got forwarded into my brain, like, now it's just such a rich, multifaceted multiplayer experience that, like, I can't stop thinking about this game now. Like, I can't wait for February. Especially once you see that all the modes are fun. It's not just like the one main mode is like, hey, there's Hunt, and then you do that, and then the other one's just kind of this little side thing. No, every mode gives you like a different context in which different build orders with the monster or different team compositions with the hunters make sense, and it really forces you to think in different ways about how you use all those abilities, and those map effects are crazy. Like, this was the first time, this last time we sat down with it, was our first time to really see all the map effects.
That's true.
And what they can do, and how pretty much all of them, or most of them, can be applied to almost every one of the maps. The number of combinations and the variables you can come up with how a match will play out, especially if you're doing a 5-stage evac, it's gonna be different every time. You're gonna have to do a lot of adapting on the fly. I really think that once people get their brain around all of that, I think it's going to be a game that keeps on giving for a long time.
Yeah,
personally.
I agree. And I actually was so thrilled to play it single player. I just ran an evac by myself. You know, takes about an hour. And I just loved, even though there were other people there, but for me, you know, getting a little older, super busy at work, got the wife and kid at home. You know, it's not a game, because of the specialized roles, that I really to both its strength and weakness. It's not a game that I want to jump online and play with just anybody the way I would a Halo or a Call of Duty or something. So, and it's for me, it's tough to, and all my friends are kind of in the same boat, like jobs, families. Where it's tough to get that crew together. So the fact that I could jump into this game and have fun playing by myself against good AI, really simulating the experience well, I think I'm going to actually spend most of my time playing this game by myself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have fun with it.
And the great thing about that too, what you were just saying, I think is so smart, is that, you know, yeah, you're right. It takes so much coordination. You wouldn't want to play with, on the hunter side, you wouldn't want to play with a pickup team. So it's like, hey, you know what? When you can't find 3 friends, no worries. You just queue up as the monster. And then you just go and wreck shop. So I think it's really smartly designed.
Cool, thanks, Vince. You'll get your own chance to take a crack at Evolve with the Xbox One open beta next month. And in the meantime, keep it right here at IGN for all things Evolve.